ready for the best show ever?
Ever!
You're watching Date Night with Connie and Chrissy. I'm your host, Connie Enriquez, and my crazy co-host, Chrissy Bone.
Happy Cinco de Mayo, everybody!
Yeah, it's a Cinco de Mayo show.
I can't believe it is Cinco de Mayo.
Who knew?
I had Mexican last night, actually.
I think we totally forgot it was Cinco de Mayo until a couple of hours
Yeah,
ago.
where's our sombreros?
I don't know.
Why didn't you have the pink sombreros for us? James, our videographer, should have had them.
But I'm excited because we're back. Last week we weren't here. We're out bouncing
for 2 weeks.
around. Where were we?
I don't know where the hell. How come me and you have the worst?
I know, we
Me
do.
and you
I don't remember 2 days ago.
Dave Matthews.
Oh,
Dave Matthews. Right, let's not talk about this.
All right. Anyway, whatever.
Yes.
So we didn't have a show last week, so we missed everyone. But,
That's right, we did.
We did have fun doing whatever we were doing, which I don't even remember what we were doing.
We're always out and about. But it's Cinco de Mayo. We're drinking. We got our tequila.
Tequila,
right?
courtesy
of Tonia DeCosimo, our guest for tonight. She brought us tequila.
Yeah, Patron.
When a guest brings you tequila, that's my favorite guest.
Exactly.
I don't know about you. Screw all you
and
other people
not
who have
just
been on our
tequila,
show. No, I'm
Patron.
just kidding.
Exactly.
Screw you, Edgar. You didn't bring us tequila. I'm just kidding.
He brought us Tito's because you know that's our fave.
That's true. But tequila, that's what everybody's drinking tonight.
For Cinco de Mayo, of course.
We should have hired a mariachi band for our show tonight.
We should have. I thought they were coming in a little while.
I bet James can play it.
Don't spoil the surprise.
Why didn't you bring your instruments?
Where's the clarinet?
You could have mariachi'd on the clarinet.
You should have brought a sombrero.
You're not saying anything, James.
Sorry,
he's speechless.
Can you mariachi on the clarinet? Yes or no?
I'm gonna leave it.
Can you do it?
No, we'll be all.
Melissa can handle it.
Don't do that.
I don't think I can mariachi on the clarinet. I played clarinet. I was horrible at it.
Really?
Yeah, it was terrible.
Can
you mariachi on a clarinet?
No.
No. What do you mariachi?
Like, what is the mariachi?
Yeah, what is the instrument?
Style of music.
But what's
it
the
has
instrument?
nothing to do with instruments, does it?
Yes.
I mean, the instrumentation is part of it, so it's like trumpet, guitar.
All right,
there we go.
Okay. Well, we don't have
we need
either.
a banjo.
We don't have anything.
Oh, shit.
Whatever.
We screwed up. All right, well.
Anyway, it's Cinco de Mayo, and we have Tito's and a Patron bottle, so really,
That's right.
What does it matter?
Cheers.
Cheers.
So I hope everybody's getting drunk right now.
They're probably out watching from their Mexican restaurant our show.
They better be. You better be. Viva La Vida by me was packed when I drove by on my way here.
Of course. It's like a big night.
That's a great place. We should go there and do our date night.
Where is it?
Viva La Vida, right in Oakdale.
Oh, really? I feel like I've heard of it.
I went there last night. What was set? It was awesome.
The day before. Interesting.
It's always packed there. Every time I drive by, I'm like, shoot.
Oh, really?
I just never crave Mexican.
Well, because it's so filling. It's like...
It is, right?
Yeah, it's like a carb overload.
Yeah.
If you're into Atkins, it really doesn't work.
Right, and we are. Even though her and I eat friggin' chocolate lava cake.
I know. Well, you know what? I feel like that's a pass.
Yeah.
The chocolate lava cake is certainly a pass.
We haven't done it in a while.
I know.
All right, we'll do it again.
We'll do it for next brainstorming session that we have. That's due in the next week and a half or something. Yeah. Anyway, so dude, I heard that you were in Amagansett. What's up with that?
First of all, I love me.
I know we both love the Hamptons.
I love either the Hamptons or Fire Island. You'll
I'm
see
not
me
a
either
Fire
there.
Island fan, but yeah.
You won't see me anywhere else but Fire Island or the Hamptons. So my sister won a raffle.
Oh.
So we went to go stay at the I always forget the name of it. Windmill Inn? I don't know. What was it called? What did I tell you?
I don't know.
Whatever. The Windmill Inn at Windmill Lane. I don't know.
All right.
It was in Amagansett. That guy was adorable. He was the
Oh
waiter.
my God, he is adorable.
At this place, something with a B. Diana, I hope you're watching.
Whatever. It's in
Barron's Cove.
Oh.
Barron's Cove.
Okay.
Beautiful. Right on the water.
Okay.
You're sitting outside on a patio overlooking the sunset. You have a fire pit. You have everything. A fireplace. You have the sunset and a live band, which you know I love.
Of course.
You'll always see me at a live band.
In the front.
Escapade.
Yeah.
And then this nice, he was the nicest guy I've ever met.
Really?
There was a drunk girl.
Chrissy
There was
meets
a
a lot of
bachelorette
people
party.
that are the nicest guys.
I know, you're right about that. But this guy really was. He really was.
He's like the nicest guy.
There was an annoying bachelorette party. This one girl was so drunk. And she was hanging all over him. I was like, can we have a drink? He's like, I got to go help her find her friends first. Hold on. The poor guy, she was dragging him all over the friggin' bar, all over the place to find her friends. And they were right there, right in front of her. 2 feet in front of us. She had no idea they were right there. They were right there.
She was annihilated.
She was annihilated. I hope she was not the bachelorette. I would not marry her. I would not.
She was living it up. Who knows?
Whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
She was annoying, though. But anyway, he was a doll.
He looks like a doll.
I forgot his name. If Diana can write in live and let me know his name, I forgot.
But no, even besides that, I love all right, let's go to the next picture, which are the bikes.
Yes, our next picture. Oh, So we rented beach cruisers.
Meanwhile, I'm going to get the same bike in pink.
I want that. That's what I want.
They
Fire
have
Island
it.
has
They have it.
I know.
They have it. I know.
Giselle, can you purchase us both the big?
He is.
I want that. That's what I want.
I know.
Me and you could ride all over town.
Oh, and I'm going to put Pumpkin in the basket.
Right. Forget Pump. I'll put Grace. I'll throw Grace in it. My sister's dog. And we'll write date night on it.
Totally.
So we went riding in Amagansett. Supposedly Jerry Seinfeld has a house right on the road that we rode down. So I was screaming, Jerry.
Jerry!
Down the whole, that's what I was doing. Jerry! And my mom was peeing her pants. I'm like, Jerry! So that was the highlight of the whole trip.
It was so beautiful.
It was beautiful.
How was the weather?
It was a little windy, a little cold, but
All right.
we went shopping. Diana bought everything in the sun.
Wait,
I bought nothing.
Where did you shop in Amagansett? In the village?
Well, we went shopping in Amagansett,
Okay.
Sag Harbor
Okay.
we went to.
Sag Harbor's gorgeous.
East Hampton.
Yeah, okay.
We went everywhere.
All right.
My sister bought everything. I bought nothing. I bought my dad a Donald Trump talking pen. I hope he's not
What?
listening. I didn't give it to him yet. A Donald Trump talking pen.
Really?
That's the only thing I bought in Amagansett.
Because you can't watch him on television and hear him talk?
The pen is funny.
Is it?
It has all the sayings. You press his head. I wish I had a picture of it. Well, whatever. It's funny.
I love
All right. There's me.
it. You guys are playing pool? What is that?
Look at James. There's me around playing pool. I was horrible at it. My mom was terrific.
I'm not a pool person at all.
I used to be very good at it because I'm good at darts. I'm very good at darts.
Really? But darts and pool is entirely different.
Correct. I was just using that as an example.
I'm
Thanks
like,
for
I'd like to
screwing me
know.
up.
What's the similarity?
Whatever. There's no
love it.
similarity. But my mom was very good at it. I was not.
Louise was very good at pool.
But I raided the F out of the kitchen. Because it was like 11 o'clock. They promised me cookies. They were like, oh, there's going to be these homemade chocolate chip cookies in the afternoon. No cookies when I got back. So I called. I called at like 11 o'clock.
This is an inn? Is it like an inn?
It's an inn.
Oh, wow.
So you could go to the kitchen whenever you want. There's snacks. There's whatever you want. I raided the hell out of it. So I go down there. I call where we're playing pool. I call. I'm like, I don't see the homemade cookies. They're like, oh, somebody already ate them. I'm like, all right, well, I was promised the homemade cookies. Can I have some? So they sent the people down to make more cookies, and I got the cookies.
Aw, they're slaving.
And my mom and my sister were embarrassed. I'm like, no, we paid to be here. We're getting the cookies.
They're slaving away at
Well, we didn't
midnight
pay to
for
get
your
there because it
cookies.
was.
It's a raffle. But you know what? They get exposure on Date Night with Connie and
Correct.
Chrissy, and that is invaluable.
That's
So
right. Now
it
you're
is
going to
what
get
it
more
is.
guests because of me.
Now, because you cooked those cookies at midnight and Chrissy Bogue was happy.
Correct.
All's
I think his
well
name
in
was
the world.
Sanji, the guy that made me the cookies. Thank you,
Angie.
Sanji.
Oh, all
He had
right.
an interesting name. He was a nice, lovely guy. He made me the cookies.
He's like, he's like, take your cookies, chick.
You probably put shit in them.
Blondie.
Who the hell knows? They were delicious, though. So that was us playing pool. You can go to the next one, James. You're sleeping
Oh
on
my
it.
God, wait.
Oh, God, he's rushing you. All right.
So we're really excited. There's an event next week that we're really excited to
Yes.
promote. Chrissy, tell us what it's about.
All right, it's Dancing Through Sunrise, and it's May 19th at 8 p.m. Connie and I will be there. And it's a great charity. What?
Oh, it's May 11th.
Why-
May 19th is our party.
Why do I have May 19th then?
Are we on party? You getting
Why do I have that?
confused?
All right, James, thank God for James. May 11th at 8 p.m. at the Pine
Oh
Hollow
my God.
Country Club, East Norwich. Thank you, James.
Right
I
over
love
here,
you.
right by Date Night Studios in
All
Woodbury.
right, it's Dancing Through Sunrise. It's through Sunrise Association. So they bring back the joy of childhood to children with cancer. And Connie and I are always looking to do, get involved
Good
with charity.
things.
It does charity work for the children with cancer and their siblings worldwide, which is very nice. So they do that through the creation of Sunrise day camps, year-round programs, and in hospital recreation. So it's very nice. It's going to be at the Pine Hollow, and you can actually donate or buy your tickets at dancingthroughsunrise.auction-bid.org. And please donate. This is a great charity to donate to. It's children with cancer.
Yeah.
And we're going to be there doing live.
Hanging out.
We're going to be hanging out.
Date Night style.
That's right. We're going to be
Promoting
hanging
the
out with
events.
Paul Prince Photo,
Paul Prince, our wonderful friends.
the best photographer on Long
Ever.
Island ever. And it's a great charity. So please donate or please buy a ticket and attend the event because it's going to be great.
And we're going to be there, so it's going to be
And there's
super
going to be,
fun.
I heard a lot of great dancers. Paul Prince told me the dancers are amazing.
Oh, really?
That they have there.
There's dancers?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't
Yes,
know that.
Dancing Through Sunrise.
Oh, I didn't know that actually
Me
meant
and you
something.
have to
I thought
join
dancing
in.
was like for the,
No,
oh, wow.
they actually have professional dancers at this thing. He said they're
wow.
amazing.
I love it.
Yep, so we're going to be dancing through sunrise. Hopefully they have Tito's at this.
I'm sure they will.
I'm sure they will.
We'll bring our own. All right, so definitely get your ticket. Go to the website. What's the website again?
It is dancingthroughsunrise.auction-bid.org. And that's May 11th at 8 p.m. at the Pine Hollow Country Club.
Next Thursday. Be there at B Square.
I love East
We're going to be
Norwich.
there. Yeah, it's
beautiful
right here,
area.
Of course. So I want to say a big thank you to Emmeline Santos because this week I was invited to speak at Old SUNY Westbury, which is a beautiful campus. I've never been there before.
You didn't post any pics.
I did not because I haven't had time because we've been running around crazy like mad women.
I know.
But want to say we had a great event. As you can see, that's the flyer. You can go to the next one, James. That is the panel. I was with wonderful, intelligent, great women who actually have an affiliation with Old Westbury as well. We spoke about health, career, and success and what success means to you, to the students. It was a great, great turnout. We had a great time. So again, thank you, Emmeline Santos, for an amazing time. And thank you to the students of Old SUNY Westbury for having us.
What did you speak about?
You know what? Obviously, my Start Living Life approach and philosophy on life.
Good.
Which tends to be very different from most people.
Yes.
But it's that life's supposed to be fun, be happy, and amazing crap happens to you, right?
Yep. And not everybody does that.
No.
Nobody does that.
No. I didn't want to
That's why we have you.
Exactly. So, yeah, that was a panel. That was great.
Aww.
And the women were amazing.
I love your dress. Beautiful.
Oh, thank you. The students had a really great time. And then actually it was last night, we celebrated for Salinger, Stack, Kimmel, Bavara, which is the law firm of our choice, of course.
That's right.
SSKBlaw.com.
If I get injured, I'm calling Joseph.
That's right. We celebrated Steve Gockberg.
Thank you, James.
Who's Gockberg? Whatever.
She's saying it right. Gock. It's Gockberg.
Who was
interesting name.
Honored for a 30 under 30 for different professions that were acknowledged and honored for being, successful and very good.
Oh, he was good looking. I saw your pictures.
He's adorable.
Is he available?
He's
I'll take him, guys.
Yes.
Gockberg, I'm available.
So that's Steve right there, and we were so happy to celebrate him.
He's
and
adorable.
that's us and the crew.
Is that him? Is that Gock?
That's him, yes, right there.
I'll take you. Take
I
it.
totally chopped up the name. There's, of course, Salinger, Stack, Kimmel, Bavaro, because for your medical malpractice and personal injury needs, you need to go to SSKBlaw.com. That's Date-Night's attorney of choice. And do you have another picture? No.
That's it.
That's it.
All right, well, Gock's Facebook request me. How old is he?
He's 30.
He's turning 30 in
Oh, shoot, he's too young.
30 under 30. I know.
All right.
He's my age.
I overlooked
But
that.
anyway, it was at Woodbury Country Club, which is a really gorgeous
Very nice.
country club. I've never been there before.
Are you friends with him on Facebook?
No, I don't think so.
I'm friends with you.
Yeah.
All right, I'll
Go
take
through
you,
James.
Gox. Nice name. I like that name.
I love
Strong
it. And
name.
His family was there. They were adorable. They were really supportive.
So
and,
he made it.
He made it.
He
We were
made
so
it.
proud of him.
Congratulations.
Congrats, Steve. Congrats.
All right.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Good for you. And then we have our Start Living Life tip of the day, which is a very amazing one. And it was posted on
always is.
Facebook. Yeah.
Oh, you did a, what is the pink?
No, I changed it up.
Ah, right.
I just pulled it off Facebook. All right. The reason people don't believe in you is because the universe needs you to believe in yourself first. Right. So
Love
this is a really good thing because so often, especially like, the people we hang out with, when you're dreaming big, very often the people that surround you aren't really open-minded. And they tend to get a little fearful because how you think is so different than how they think.
Yep.
So when you say what you're going after in life and what you're doing and what you're accomplishing, a lot of times, not that they put you down intentionally.
They're just like, how's that going to happen?
Right. They tend to be negative Nellies.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, we don't like that.
Right. And so sometimes it's very discouraging. So whether you're wanting to have your own business or you have a big dream you're going after, just be really aware that when people aren't supportive of you, the reason why is because the universe needs you to be so on point with what you want that it doesn't matter what other people think.
Right.
Because the reality is when you're going after big things in life, you're doing something that's very different than most people. So you have to be that confident in yourself to go after it. And that's what the universe really needs you to do, is really just be confident, really believe in yourself, which is not always easy. I mean, listen, we know in our early days, right? So you have to really do your best and say, you know what, I know where I'm going. It doesn't matter who agrees and who doesn't.
That was the best one you ever did.
Yeah, I know. I love it. So anyway.
That applies to everybody.
Exactly. So go to startlivinglife.com. And plus, I just launched a new, not launched, but I have a teen life coaching program. So if you have a teen or a child who's looking for self-development, personal development, and you don't want to send them to therapy because obviously we know therapy is not always the answer. And many times.
Or you do it for many years and it doesn't work.
Right.
And you feel like it's not going anywhere.
Exactly. Where I teach you how to start living life in 30 days. 30 days. 30 days. Come on, people.
30 days and you're going to be feeling better.
Exactly. So go to startlivinglife.com. And again, I work with kids and teens on how to start living life in 30 days.
I love it.
And then, Bogue, listen, you got a bunch of besties I got to hear about.
I have a shitload.
You have like 5 of them. Come on.
No, but I found this website, Jack Vanek. I would love to meet this person who invented this. But he has hilarious candles and other gifts. You did that one first?
No.
That was the ending.
Sorry, dude.
All right, well, whatever.
This is how we prepare. This is our preparation.
The candles are the main thing, but whatever. They have little compacts. So I love this one because this pertains to you and I. 99% sure my soulmate is myself. We need this one.
Come on.
Right?
Come on.
Everybody needs that compact in your pocketbook,
That's
right?
right.
How great is that one?
Because it's so It's so point on.
Exactly.
It's so true. It's so...
Exactly. That's what I love about it. Here's the candles. I love these ones. So there's one that says, smells like champagne, solves all my problems. It should be smells like Tito's.
Exactly.
Smells like I am not completely afraid of commitment. That's for any guy in your life, right?
Like,
how many guys are afraid of commitment, right? Mm-hmm. What else do I have? All right. I didn't answer your... Oh, no, that's the next one. Oh, wait, I love this one.
Okay.
This is for me and Connie. You can't get hungover if you never stop drinking.
You know what? We knew that was a solution, but we weren't sure how to approach it.
We gotta get that. We gotta get that cup. I'm getting that for my brother-in-law for Father's Day. Sorry I didn't answer your text. I was too busy ignoring you. iPhone cases they make. How many of us do that though? Really?
You're like,
You're dealing with a weirdo texting you, and you're like, all right, now you're being weird.
Right.
Now I'm just gonna ignore you.
Now I'm gonna just put you to the side.
Correct. How hysterical is that?
I love it.
So you could go to JACVANEK.com for all these amazing, funny, hilarious gifts. I love them.
I love it.
I'm definitely getting the cup, and I'm getting some of the candles as well. Right? Aren't they funny?
I love it.
I love it. And I want that compact. 99% sure my soulmate is myself.
So point on. I mean, it's so on that most people don't realize that, you are your soulmate. And
exactly.
When you believe in yourself and you love life and you feel great, you don't need anybody else. And then when you do match up, you're like, oh, you're cool. Let's hang out. Let's see what happens.
Exactly.
But we also want to do a special thank you to our selfie prop queen.
The Manic Moose, Angela Gellner. I hope I'm saying her last name
Manic Moose,
right.
we love you, who provides all the date night selfie props
where
here.
Are they?
That's all right. We're going to show them later.
We'll get them at the commercial break.
But we just want to say a big thank you because we love our selfie props. So if you need your selfie props, because every home does, come on, people. Right.
And she's been featured in Us Magazine, People Magazine, every magazine, In Touch Magazine. It's the Manic Moose on Etsy. You can go to Etsy.
We love.
Type in the Manic Moose. The best props ever. That's all the props that we use.
So our date night props.
Look at the bar behind us. The sequin bar behind us, that's from her.
There you go.
She's the best, hands down. She made us a beautiful Tito's bottle, which we'll show after the commercial break.
Check it out.
And
dude, who do we have tonight as a guest?
She's gorgeous as well. Everybody we have on is beautiful. But Tonia DeCosimo, she's the author of Single and Not Settling.
Yeah.
A journey of surviving the dating world. And we all need that, right?
Of course.
So after not walking down the aisle in her 20s, which we all been through, and then hoping it would happen in her 30s, which we've all been through, Tonia found herself single at age 40, which a lot of us are
which is the best age ever.
And she couldn't help but ask herself, whose fault is it anyway? It's not your fault.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the women's fault. It's the man's fault.
It's always the man's fault.
But anyway, she'll be back to talk about her beautiful, I love the cover. I love everything about it. So, Single and Not Settling, Tonia DeCosimo will be up next. So, grab your Cinco de Mayo tequila or Tito, and we'll be right back.
Be right back.
I think there's a lot of things that make Tito's vodka different. We like to make vodka with some body in it, so it kind of tells a little story. The pot still is a big part of it. To get it just right, we distill it 6 times. We use 100% corn, it's gluten-free. Won the Ultimate Cocktail Challenge, Best Vodka and Tonic. Won the World Spirits Competition, Unanimous Judge's Choice. Best vodka out of 72 vodkas. There's nothing better out there. If I found a better vodka, I'd drink it.
And we're back!
Yeah! Tonia DeCosimo, Single and Not Settling.
Hi, everyone.
But Just want to show everybody quickly that the Manic Moose made us our new props, new addition, Tito's and the rosé bottle, which I love.
And this is how we go.
How awesome are these new props?
They're gorgeous. I love it.
So thank you to Angela of the Manic Moose. Make sure you go to her Etsy page, the Manic Moose. She does amazing props. She did our bar sign. She does all our props.
We love her.
She's the best. So Tonia, thank you for being here. You look gorgeous
Thank you for having
usual.
me.
You look gorgeous.
Thank you. You guys are
Yeah,
gorgeous.
And I
Tonia,
love
let's
the
hear
book.
about it. We
You
can't
guys
wait.
are gorgeous. You guys are hilarious.
Oh,
Thank you,
you're
I
so
know.
Love
sweet.
you.
I got class clown. I was
In
class
case you
clown,
haven't watched
Tonia.
it on the previous shows.
Thank
she's
you
class
for
clown.
bringing that up. It's interesting that you brought that up. No, you really are beautiful. Though.
Thank you.
So I love the book. First of all, I love the cover. I love everything
it.
about it. How did you come up with the idea of the book? First, let's start there.
Well, first of all, I woke up on my 40th birthday.
Oh, wow.
I looked in the mirror and I said, how the hell am I still single? And
Like you were never married before. And it,
never married before.
But engaged,
Engaged twice, canceled a wedding 3 weeks before walking down the aisle.
which we'll talk about.
Which was, very difficult. Most
Sure.
people would go through with the marriage and then probably wind up getting divorced. But I canceled that wedding. And, like I said, when I woke up on my 40th birthday, I was like, how am I single? And it wasn't a matter of not dating and finding someone. Obviously, I was engaged, but I wasn't finding the right person.
Yeah.
And I think there are so many people out there who
Yeah.
are over the age of 40 and still single.
Yeah.
And I just wanted to share my journey. We all have our own story to tell, but I wanted to share my journey to hopefully inspire others. I mean, if I could help one person, it's worth it.
Aw, that's really
I mean, every time I turn around, oh, I'm single. I'm single.
Yep.
I'm single.
and people are they're so apologetic about it,
Yeah.
though. That's what I think is weird. Like, they're still like, I'm single. Like,
Right, like
dude,
it's a horrible
single's a great thing. Why
Meanwhile,
not?
when you talk to married people, they're like, I'm
I
miserable.
wish I was single. That's what the married people are
Exactly.
saying.
The grass isn't always greener, right?
Exactly.
True.
Exactly.
True.
So,
The
yeah.
audience is arguing over here.
Is our
I'm only
cameraman arguing?
Yes.
Oh,
All
geez.
right.
Okay, Tonya.
All right, so she started the book, and then, go ahead, tell the story.
So,
I
Tonya,
like
we
the
know you have a
This
story
is
about a
good
guy that
story.
only saw you on weekends. So we want to hear about that.
Connie will
Because that sounds
jump
like
in
an
on this one.
L-O-S-E-R to me, but
Yeah.
hey, who am I?
Do you guys remember, I don't know,
Because a lot of people can
how
relate
old
to
you,
this.
well, you're in your 40s, but remember when you were younger, you had the underwear with the different days of the week on it?
I never
Right?
had that.
I know those.
Do you
I know
remember
what you're
those
talking about, but I
underwear?
didn't
Okay.
have them
Okay.
personally.
This is what this relationship reminded me of. Like,
Yeah.
he saw me Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but never Friday.
Oh, wait, so
Saturday,
he never
or
saw
Sunday.
you on the weekend?
Never saw me
I
on the
thought it was
weekend.
the opposite.
No.
No, he
Oh.
never saw me on the
There's a
weekend.
red flag right there.
No.
So,
Which
absolutely.
a lot of people, though, are dealing with now. That's
Oh,
why I
yeah.
feel like it's relatable.
But the first time I met him, this is the funniest thing. I met him at a steakhouse, and
Which one do you want to tell us?
I met him at
Jane
Rare.
Orr's?
Rare 6.
Oh, right here.
Rare, yeah, in
Oh, I like
Syosset.
Rare.
Yeah.
So he told me the first night I met him, I'm busy every weekend for the next 4 weeks. And I was like, okay, well, first of all, I just met you. We don't even know if we're going out on a second date. But he was really good looking. I was like, all right, what the hell? We'll go out another
You
date.
didn't ask him why?
And no, he just said, I have so many things coming up between work and family.
He was already
and
setting it up.
Yeah, he was setting it up. And of course, red flag. And I said to him, I go, are you married? And he's like, no, I'm not married. I wouldn't be out on a Thursday night.
Thursday night,
Yeah,
okay.
Thursday night. So I was like,
But
okay,
that's so
fine.
odd.
So he asked me out for the next, I believe it was a Wednesday night. We went out. And then the following week, it was a Tuesday night. And I confronted him, dating for 4 or 5 weeks at this point. And I said to him, why, at this point, why don't we get together on a weekend? I understand, you're busy, but if you really want to see me, you'll make some time. I said, you're married. Either you're married or you're dating someone, you're in a relationship.
So your
Never
intuition
heard
told
from him
you that.
again. After I confronted him again, I never heard from him.
So you think he was married or dating someone?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Your gut told you something
Yeah.
was wrong.
And you have to listen to your gut. I knew it the day I met him. I mean, you don't want to believe it.
Right.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, maybe he's not.
Yeah.
And,
Oh,
oh,
maybe
maybe
he's
he's the
really
right one
busy.
for me.
And you're
Right.
caught up in the fairy tale of it. Like, you really want to
Absolutely.
find somebody, and you're like, hoping
Nice
this is the guy.
guy,
Right.
successful. I mean, we had a great time when we went out. Really good person, and except for
He was
Minus
married.
he was married.
So he was married.
Once
or
she called him
dating
out on
someone.
it, he was like, oh shit, all right.
Yeah.
He's
He's
on
like,
to
you
me,
can't
I'm
get
out.
one over this one.
But you know what? He didn't have the decency to say, you're right, I'm sorry, I apologize.
Right.
I just never heard from him again. So
He's a loser. Who
Loser.
cares?
Loser.
Screw him.
All right.
Screw you.
Yeah.
Whoever the hell you are.
Exactly.
He's probably still going to rare on a Thursday night.
Actually, I'm sure we've seen it many a time.
yeah.
So then that's a good point then. This is a good segue. Can you talk about why so many people stay in relationships with the wrong person, even
Yeah.
though their gut is telling them that this person is wrong or there's red flags?
Number one, I think we become complacent. Okay. We don't, fear of starting over.
Yep.
Yeah,
Fear
everyone has
of-
that fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fear
'Cause it
of
sucks
being
out there.
alone. It totally sucks out there.
It doesn't. Oh,
Me and
man.
Tonia, the only ones that agree on it.
Man,
Connie
all
does
right.
not. Easy as this one to say. Good.
But I think fear of being alone. Also, fear of finding somebody that's worse than who you're already with.
True.
So you don't know what you're going to get. I mean, you could find
Right.
somebody that's worse. Hopefully you find somebody that's better.
Right.
But I think there's just so much fear of, being alone and starting all over again. And we tend to
Yes.
just stay in that relationship for way too long. And that's exactly what happened to me. I gave people chance after
Yes.
chance after chance because you want to believe that
Yeah.
they're
Wanna
going to
hope that they're
change,
right.
which is called magical thinking.
I love that.
Okay,
Can
wishful
you say it?
thinking.
Can you talk about that? Magical thinking. I love-
Magical thinking.
That's
you're,
what
you're,
everybody-
you're hoping and wishing that somebody's going to change
Mm-hmm.
because you want to believe them. And they just don't change.
Mm-hmm.
Leopards don't change their spots.
Right.
That's the
That's a
bottom
great
line.
point.
And
I think a lot of girls suffer with that. Magical thinking, yep.
And I think it's similar to what you said. You have to look for the signs, and then you have to say, hey, this isn't. And listen, as women, we've all done it. You see the signs,
Yeah.
and you still like, you
Because
never know.
he's very handsome.
Right.
You're like,
So-
oh, wait,
right.
he's so cute.
Right.
Yeah.
So you hang out for probably much longer than you should. We've
Right.
all done it.
Yep.
And then finally you get to the point, and sometimes it's to the point where you have to find information that you're like, ugh, I have to make the decision because now it's so in my face.
Mm-hmm.
And then you're like, obviously he's not the one.
And the longer you stay in that relationship, the harder it is.
It is, and it's really
And-
a confidence killer. That's what most women don't
Yeah.
understand, and I know that I've experienced it. We've experienced it.
Yeah.
The longer you stay in a relationship with someone who doesn't really, deserve you or doesn't
Yep.
treat you right, it's a confidence killer.
Right. You start feeling
Absolutely.
like there's something wrong with you.
Right,
Yeah.
and then it makes it harder to move on and meet someone else because you feel like, oh, maybe I'm not worthy, maybe
Right.
I'm not deserving, maybe I deserve this, and you don't. And I think that's the biggest thing. The longer you stay, the harder it is.
And then you wind up attracting the same type of person
Correct.
again,
Yep.
Yeah.
trying to
Make
correct
up.
to
Yeah.
make up for what happened in the past relationship.
Right.
So it's like a vicious cycle.
It really
It's
is.
crazy.
It is.
But-
All right,
But
so
that
let's
was a
do
good
it.
point, the magical thinking, because
Yeah.
everybody suffers with that.
And we all do it,
Yeah.
right? So think about it. So you're single, right? You're going on the first few dates, and we always love to talk about red flags and
Yes.
things, what to do. So what are the do's and don'ts? Because I know a lot of women do some silly things on first dates that we're like,
Yep.
what? And we've done them probably too. So
Exactly.
now we can say what. But so give us some do's and don'ts of a first date.
Okay, first of all, and I think we're all guilty of this,
Sure.
we talk about finances.
Oh, I never thought about finances.
Jake.
But guy, I feel like I don't bring that up. Why would I bring?
I think,
Wait, so
especially
wait.
with women empowerment and women making it on their own today.
Really?
I
Do you
noticed
think
that,
guys
especially
bring
men. Men
Yes,
bring it up
yeah.
a lot
They
too.
do?
Okay.
Yes.
And I think it's a turnoff.
I
when
agree.
you talk about
who
everything
cares?
you have,
Right.
you hear the guy saying, I have 2 cars, I have a house here, a house
Like,
there.
who gives a crap?
Who cares? We're going to find out sooner or later anyway.
Are you a normal
Right.
guy or are you a stalker?
Right,
That's what
right.
I want to know. I don't care if you have 2 cars.
Well, I've had the stalkers too. Right down the
Ugh,
book.
they're horrible. Good.
But I think talking about your financial situation on your
Yeah.
first couple
Oh,
of dates
God.
is definitely a don't.
yes.
Um,
Or talking about exes. when
that's
they
my
bring up
mouth.
the
Took
ex.
the
That's-
words
yeah.
right out of my mouth.
Thank you.
Talking about your past failed relationships.
Why does every guy do that on a date?
I think we both, men do it and women do
Men
it.
do
I've
it
never
more.
done
Men
that.
do it
I
more.
think men do it more, but
They have nothing else to say. I think
not-
they're worried. They don't know what else to say. So they bring up their ex. It's like, oh, great. Okay.
you're right. You're right.
Great,
And they
in
want
fact,
you to
she
feel
was hot,
sorry for
and she
them.
dissed you.
They want you to feel sorry for them. Oh, my ex cheated on me. My ex did this to me.
Right.
My ex did that. Well, guess what? I don't want to hear about it on
Right.
the first date or the second date
Or ever.
Yeah.
or the third.
Yeah, really, ever. No, that's a good point. Let me just
Right?
say, when you meet anyone, and I mean, I know I've done it with this relationship because I've learned
Right.
There's never a good reason to talk about a past relationship.
Agreed.
There just never is. Like, are you trying to prove something? Like,
right.
Whatever you took from the relationship, you took. So now be that person who you want to be and just be that in the relationship.
Yeah, but you know what? What happens when you go out on a date? Especially if you're gorgeous like you guys. I mean, why are you still single?
I hate when the guys ask that
right?
too.
The first thing, so why are you
they
still
always
single?
ask that.
But no, we always
I could say the same thing to them.
But we said because we're selective.
Good answer, Connie.
That's my answer.
Because I wasn't settling.
Exactly.
That's true, exactly.
But that's the first thing people ask. And then we go into the whole,
trying to validate or qualify
exactly.
why you're still single. Oh, that's a good point.
Because my ex cheated on me, so that's why I'm single now, and I'm starting all over, and blah, 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 blah. So
guys do that more than women, actually.
But that's a good point. Yeah.
Women don't do that.
We're blaming everything on the guys tonight.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm becoming a lesbian. Sorry, Mom.
Everybody is now, right?
Yeah, right? It's the new thing.
It's the new thing.
I'm joining in.
So wait, so what other do's and don'ts that we...
okay, this is a biggie. This is a biggie. The cell phone.
Oh my
Let's
gosh, yeah.
leave the cell phone on vibrate.
Please, I've dealt with that
or
a million
just put
times.
on mute. Like, just put it
Mute,
away.
vibrate,
Yeah.
turn it off, do something. I hate when you're out on a date and somebody is getting up to answer the phone. Oh, hold on,
who
myself.
does that?
Every 5 seconds they're getting up to answer the phone. It is so rude.
It is
and
rude.
if somebody keeps doing that, don't go out on the second.
What about
date.
the guy
shows
checking
that.
the scores? I like sports,
yeah, but
they're checking the scores while they're on the date with you.
You should do that
Calling
too.
their
You should be
bookie.
like,
All right,
I
put
want to see how the Jets are doing. Yeah.
I'm going to do that. I am
Yeah.
going to do that, Connie. Thank you for bringing that up. I am going to
But
do
the
that.
cell
You can
phone
one up
today.
them with your sports
Exactly.
knowledge.
Cell phones today.
Yeah, I feel like
No,
if
no.
someone brings
No,
a
no.
cell phone on a date and brings it into the date, then they're not interested.
Well, they should at least put it in their pocket. Everybody's going to have the phone on
No,
them.
but I'm saying like when you bring
Yeah.
it into the date, meaning you pull it to the table.
Correct.
Then you're like not into it because I
Right.
would see I mean, we go out, we don't even do that.
I
Like,
know,
post
that
on
is
social
true.
media, but whatever.
But I
That
think
is true.
also some people feel like, they look important by,
Yeah,
my
maybe.
cell phone's ringing, I'm popular,
Right.
yeah,
And
maybe.
who knows?
What if they text during the date? What do you think about that?
That's even
That's
just
worse. That's
I'd get up and
like
walk
the
out.
worst thing ever. The texter. That's in my book. The
It is.
texter, the emailer, the troller,
Where he only
forget
does
it.
that instead of calling on
Wait,
the
what's
phone?
a troller?
Yeah. Oh, the troller. We'll get into that. He trolls from one dating site to the next.
Oh.
I hate
yeah,
those.
they're not good.
All right, so you know what I'm talking about. So what about tips for the single woman? How not to blame yourself? Because so many single women blame themselves. Why am I still
They
single?
feel bad for being single.
Right.
Well, I think it's the best thing in the world. I don't know what the problem is.
She does, but most women don't. They're like, I'm 40, I'm this.
Well,
I'm
if you
that.
want a family, listen,
Yes.
love is universal. We all want to feel loved. We all
Yes.
want to be in love. And why not? I mean, everybody deserves love.
Everybody wants to feel wanted.
As far as
man or woman.
Yeah, but as far as blaming yourself, if you are over 40 and single, perhaps you are doing something wrong. Perhaps you are too picky.
Okay.
Perhaps you're too judgmental. You're not giving people a chance. And I think it all starts with the man in the mirror. You have to look at yourself, evaluate what you've done wrong, okay, and learn from your past experiences and try to correct that moving forward.
Okay.
I mean, you don't want to blame yourself to the point where, you just think like you're the most horrible person in the world and
yeah.
you don't deserve anybody. But, you do have to look at the man in the mirror.
So what do you think women are doing wrong that are still single in their 40s? What do you think is the number one or whatever?
And just still single.
Not
I don't
even
want to use.
number one.
I don't want to use 40s
Right.
because I feel
All right,
like
fine.
no, and I
You're right.
I think it's true. Like so many people have this idea, like, oh my God, I'm 40, I got to get married. Like,
Right.
you're only 40. Like
Right.
40 is like the new 20. Like that means nothing. So just in general, if you're single and you're
Yeah.
wanting someone, you just haven't met somebody. So what do you think are some of the things that they are?
Yeah. What,
Well,
doing
I
to hinder it?
think we're too picky. We're too selective. We're set in our ways. Nobody wants to compromise. And bottom line is, nobody's perfect. Again, you have to look at yourself.
Right.
You
I agree with
can't
that.
just.
Nobody is perfect.
I'm going to give you, for instance, I'm not going to mention any names here, but I have a dear friend of mine who will not date a guy because of his last name.
Wait,
No.
what? I've never heard of this before.
Me
I'm
either.
not, I'm not even
Wait, what do you mean?
Kidding you. I'm not even kidding you.
You're gonna kill us
Yeah,
today.
the last name was McGillicuddy. And
That is not a name.
She,
Let's
she,
be
That's
honest.
not that odd. It could be like
I
something
don't want to marry the guy.
It could be offensive last name that you're like, oh.
I don't like it.
She's like, if I wind up with this guy, I don't want my last name to be McGillicuddy.
Well, that is
I
odd.
go, are you kidding
That
me?
is the weirdest
Now,
thing ever.
that's over the top. It's a true story. Okay?
That's odd.
That is
She
weird.
also would
Even
not
though the
go
name is
out with the
horrible,
guy because he was 6 feet 4 inches tall.
I think
No.
tall's good. Tall's not
Okay.
bad.
I dated a lot of
Tall's
short
awesome.
guys in my whole life. I
Really?
never date tall people.
I've dated tall.
Yeah,
I
but
date
would you
short.
not go out on a date with a guy because he's tall?
I think you should date
No,
tall.
I think everybody always makes fun of me that I go for short people. I should go for tall people.
But if you're over 40, and you know, I'm just saying this, if you're over 40 and single, and you're just so picky that you will not go out with somebody because of his last
You
name
deserve to be
see, I
single.
or
know
his
that.
height,
You deserve to be
you
single.
do deserve to be single.
Yeah, you're right about that.
And
That
it's
is a good
crazy.
point.
We're just too picky and we judge people too fast. We don't give them a
So
chance.
interesting. Height
And
and
I
last
also
name.
think on the first date, we're very nervous. You know,
Yes.
it's you know, you
Yeah.
want to come across like you're confident, but sometimes that fails on the first date.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you have to give people a second chance.
Agreed.
I mean, if there's some sort of attraction,
Right.
You know,
Right, now, see, that plays in a lot.
Yeah.
So if you're not really attracted the first time around, what do you do? So how many dates do you think it takes? Like, how many dates should you give it? And then if you still feel nothing,
I think you need to give it at least 2-3 dates.
all right.
I mean, definitely 2,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to see, because I'm just, we'll talk about my husband.
I know, we will get into that, but I feel like
But
a lot
I
of people,
wasn't when I first met him, I was like, oh, he's totally not for me.
So you were not initially attracted?
Okay,
Wait,
when
what?
we
What
first
made
met,
you
we
say
met,
that?
we met through an introduction,
Mm-hmm.
and I was like, he's not for me, and he asked me out on our first date through a text. He's going to
Okay.
kill me. Sorry, honey. But we're married and I love you. And I said I will not date a texter. Okay?
wait, did
and
you
I
resp-
text him back,
And what'd you
if you want to
respond?
go out with me, pick up the phone and call me.
I love that.
And he did.
Oh,
Sort
but
of.
that's
I like
okay.
that.
He didn't
But
know.
guess what? Right. Guess what he said to me? The girl I went out with before you, she preferred texting. So
Right,
I
so that
think
makes
men are
sense.
confused
Yes,
as to what
I agree
to
with
do.
I agree with your husband on that.
Yeah, and
I agree with your husband
you know,
on that one
yeah.
because
I wound
I've
up
heard guys
marrying a
say that.
texter. No,
But he didn't know any better.
he didn't know any
Right,
better.
and you
He didn't know any
communicated.
better.
I think the thing is, guys
And she did
want
what you would do, which was good. Go ahead.
Right, like guys want to know what you want, and I know
Yes.
even for me, because I'm guilty. I think my guy should be psychic and read my mind.
And he is. He's a Pisces. Joseph
yeah.
is a Pisces.
And so I think a lot of times, which I didn't realize until I was, older in life, to realize that guys just want to know what you want, and if you're able to
Yes.
communicate that in a nice, loving way instead of being a jerk about it,
Yeah.
Right.
they're very often wanting to please you.
Right. They just
Right?
don't know anything.
Yeah.
I mean, women, we're difficult. Let's face it.
No, the men are difficult, Tonya.
We're both
men are
difficult.
difficult.
We're both from different planets, and
Agreed.
we have to learn to, like you said, communicate
Communicates, people.
what we want.
That's true.
Yeah.
You're right about that. Now, going back to what you were saying about dating sites, because those are most of them are the worst. I know in your book you talk about
Match.
different types of people to watch out for on the dating sites. Now, what
The
is your advice?
the troller.
Ugh,
Okay, they just troll from site to site.
because you see them on every site.
They're on every site,
my
which
God, so
means
this
you're
guy-
Oh,
which means
yeah.
you're on every site. too.
Exactly.
So you're a troller.
Don't give that away. Let's
so
blame it on
funny.
them. Good.
they're on Match, Plenty of Fish, eHarmony,
Plenty of
Zeus,
shit I
Sky.
can't.
Oh,
Plenty
yeah,
of-
yeah.
Hate that one. That's the worst one. God.
But you want to know something? I know a few people, and I'm sure you guys do as well, that met and married through a dating
Oh
site.
my God, so many people.
So
we know.
many.
Yeah,
So
so
many.
we
Congrats to
love
them.
dating sites, and
Yeah.
if they work, they work.
They
They
work,
work.
yeah.
Like sometimes they don't work.
Yeah.
But the number one way of meeting is through friends, is through
That's what I like.
introduction.
I like
it's still the number
organically.
one way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who doesn't want to meet organically?
And if we can talk about stats,
Sure. Oh yeah. Yes. You have stats. Good.
online dating business is a $3 billion business, but yet only 20% of adults say that they're registered on online dating sites.
Interesting.
So
what
only
Okay.
20%. Can you imagine if 50% were online dating?
Yeah.
What?
It would be like a, you
Is
know,
this because they don't want
a
to
10
admit it
billion.
though?
Well, that's the thing.
I feel like that might
Is
be
it
Yeah,
that they
that
don't
might
want
be
to
it.
admit it, or
right.
who knows? But that's a statistic. And in 1960, in the 1960s, 60% of adults were married by the age of 29.
Yeah, they're all divorced
Yeah.
now.
It's down
They're
to
all
20%
divorced, people.
today.
Yeah.
It's down to 20%.
That's crazy.
But divorce is declining, and obviously we could figure out why, because
They're cheating?
nobody's getting married, or they're getting married later on in
Exactly.
life.
Yeah.
And when you get married in your 40s and 50s, even if you can't stand the person, who the hell wants to go through a divorce?
I love it. That you just summed it up perfectly. No, but she's exactly right.
Yeah.
And that's sad.
sad that I'm right,
It really
yeah.
is. I would never want to stay with somebody who I'm not in love
Right.
with.
But
Why
when
would-
you
why
wait
would
so
anybody?
long,
That's so
it's
weird
like,
to me.
yeah.
I really
Well, a
don't
lot of
understand
people that
that.
get married in their 20s stay just for the purpose of just because.
Or when
Right.
people stay together just for the kids. I don't
I know,
understand
I
that
don't
crap.
understand
or the
that
money
there.
situation.
Yeah.
I don't
Get
understand
a
that
job.
crap.
Yeah, it's true.
I love Connie. What about
Seriously.
breaking up? Because so many people go through all these horrible breakups. I know you
Should
have...
I break out into song? Breaking up is hard
Yes,
to do. No,
guys, go.
I'm just kidding.
Tony, can you sing? Can you sing?
I don't know if
you
you
have
want
a
me to
whole
try.
chapter on it, and you do tips for transforming your breakup into a positive, which Connie loves to talk about as well.
I do.
So,
Oh my God.
anybody going through a hard breakup right now, how
You
do you
know,
turn that into a positive learning experience? If you feel like, oh, I can't live without this person, how am I going to move on?
Yeah.
Which I like that you talk about that in this book.
Yeah, I've
Because
moved
a lot of people
on.
go through that. They like, oh my God, I can't live without this person. How am I going to move on? How am I going to find somebody else?
Yeah.
There's nobody better than him. Oh, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Boo.
Yeah.
Good.
Wah, wah.
Listen, if there was nobody better than him, you'd still be together.
Correct.
So there's always somebody better. And, you have to just know in your heart that you're going to meet the right person for you. I've been through, if you read in my book, hell and back. Not to say that I'm the only one,
Right.
but,
No,
but I chose to write about it. My first love, I dated for 9 years. He proposed to me. I thought, I had my whole life planned out. I thought I was going to marry him
Right,
at the
tell
age
the
of
story.
23. And I wound up finding out that he was making plans to go out with another woman after the day after
day
we were
after.
going looking for engagement rings.
And this was in your
So
20s. This was your high
in my
school
20s. My high school
sweetheart.
sweetheart, my first love. I was devastated. I never thought I was going to meet anyone. I said I'm never dating again. It's
Wow,
really, it was
23.
horrible. 23. So it took me 2 years to, move on. I don't think, your first love's your first love.
Of course.
So you
no
dated
matter
for
what.
9 years.
Right.
You needed
Yeah.
a break.
Right.
Yeah.
But my whole, childhood was really with him.
Yeah.
Which I think is wrong also. I mean, my parents should have killed me for being with him for 9 years. But he became like a son.
Right.
But, it took me 2 years, and I don't want to tell my whole book, but then the next guy I met, he was wonderful, and he wound up moving to London.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I just
Well, that
didn't,
wasn't
I
good,
didn't want to
'cause
make
then
the move.
Right.
Yeah.
He wanted you to move. Okay.
He wanted me to move. I didn't want to move to another
This
country.
was your
at that-
second engagement?
That was my second love, I
Boyfriend.
guess
Okay.
you
Okay.
can call it. And then, I dated for 20 years on and off. And then I met somebody else. I was with him for 5 years. That relationship ended. I met somebody else and canceled the wedding 3 weeks before. And I'll tell you
man,
this.
What happened with that story? Hold on.
Yeah.
Why'd you cancel? Hold on. Oh, back it up. Back it up. What made you
Yeah,
cancel the
you
wedding
have
3
to
weeks
read
before?
about it. You have to read it.
You want to give us a snippet?
Bottom line is we had to postpone the wedding for
All
a
right.
reason. Again, read about it in the book.
All right.
And I got to know him a few months
Oh,
longer.
so it worked out perfectly.
And then I decided this is not the person for me. And I wound up calling off the wedding. But I'll tell you, everything I went through, I met my husband halfway through
right.
writing this book. So when I started this book, I was single. I never thought I was going to get married,
No way. I
and
love that.
I
All
met
right.
my husband halfway through the book, and he's great. He's a wonderful man. I
Now,
have
how'd you
two
meet
wonderful
him?
stepkids through an introduction, through a mutual friend.
It's amazing.
And he's a great guy.
Now, wait, you knew right away or no? You said you went
No,
on a first
no, I
date.
didn't know right
This is
away.
the
And
guy
that's why I'm saying you have to give people a second chance.
Now, how many dates did you give him before you're like, all right,
Well-
this could be something?
No, we what happened was we met with the friends, the mutual friend that introduced us that night. And I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't think he's for me. And then he texted me to go out on a first date. We went to a Japanese restaurant. We went to a restaurant. Japanese restaurant in Woodbury. And
perfect.
we closed the place down. We had the best date ever. And they had to throw us out. So after that, I knew it.
You knew it.
I knew.
That was how many
Yeah,
dates in?
that was our first date.
No.
Our first date alone.
Official date.
Official date.
all
Our
right.
first
First date was
official
with
date.
people,
The
yeah.
first date, if you want to call it,
But
was
you met
with
him how
friends.
many times before that?
Just once.
Oh, so this was the
This was the
all right.
second time that we hung out. So, yeah, I mean, you never know.
I love that.
You never
But see,
know.
that's why, I don't know. I go back and forth with how many dates do you give somebody? Because sometimes you don't know right away. Sometimes you have to get to know somebody. You have to become friends with them before you, become attracted to them.
Yeah.
Other times, I feel like when you go on a date, like me, whatever, when you're doing first dates, it's like, I'm not attracted to him.
Right.
But you try to give it another chance. You're like,
Right.
all right, I'll give it another try, and you're still not attracted.
I think your question is more, you
Yeah.
know, the first interaction may not be all bells and whistles,
Right.
but you give it another try.
Right.
And then you see based on the conversation and the interest if there is a connection.
Right.
And then you can just keep moving forward.
We both have the same values, and I think values are important. We're both family oriented. I'm a stepmom, and at this point, when you're in your 40s, chances are you're going to meet somebody else that has children,
Correct,
maybe
yeah.
from a prior marriage. And, I never expected to marry somebody that, had kids. I always wanted my own, but my stepkids are great. But, that family bond is there, the same values, we enjoy the same thing. He likes to ski, I like to ski. Even though we haven't really done it much lately. Boating, we both
Take
like
a note
to,
of that.
Yeah.
That's the communication you're getting.
What happens is now, who wants to get on the slopes? You're afraid you're going to break a leg. And, we like boating, eating, of course. Who doesn't like
We
Eating.
love to eat.
But the
Kinda.
funny thing is,
That's why Connie's my soul.
I married an Irish boy, Irish German.
Ooh.
Now, I always thought I was going to marry an Italian. I thought, I was going to marry somebody that likes red sauce on everything. He doesn't like red sauce.
No.
No, he
How
doesn't like red sauce.
red sauce?
He really doesn't
He's
like
out.
red sauce. He's out.
How do you not like red sauce?
He's in other ways.
Oh my God. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
I love it. So,
Wow, that was
sorry.
the biggest shock of this whole interview. Your husband does not like red sauce. I'm shocked.
So,
Good.
Tony, what are some tips for people that are, really staying independent and
Yeah.
really kind of keeping to yourself
single.
and kind of just being your own person and not getting sucked into
Love
a
it.
relationship for no good reason?
You know what? Being independent is a great thing. But getting out there and finding someone is a better thing. I think, just get out there, try everything possible, go on every dating site, go to the park, walk your dog, go on single cruises, go to Macy's, go in the men's department. And pretend you're
shopping
looking
for a tie?
Yeah, pretend you're shopping for a tie for your father. I mean, just try all different things because you just don't know when or where you're going to meet someone.
I like that.
And that's that's the bottom line.
That's a good point. And I even say, even with online dating, so often people are not happy about going or doing
Yes.
online dating. But
Yeah.
I say when you do it, sometimes it's like giving a message or a sign to the universe that, hey, I'm ready to get out there. And chances are you may not meet that person through online, but because you made that step to say, hey, I'm ready to start
Right.
dating, very often that's when you meet someone another way.
That is true.
So it's just really about being open and being out
Being
there and
open.
putting yourself out there and trying different things. So it really does make a big difference.
Absolutely.
a lot of people are sick of online dating. They're sick of it. They've been doing it for
They go to
years, on
Macy's.
and off.
Go to
So-
Macy's.
and go to Macy's and pretend you're shopping for
You
a
know what?
tie
The
for your
first
dad.
time I did online dating, I felt like a loser.
Yeah.
You're like, oh my God.
Why
I'm
is that
sitting
kind of
home with a
sign?
glass of wine
I think that's the
on a
best way to do
computer,
it.
and I'm like, this is crazy. It's almost like, I'm shopping.
Yeah.
I felt like a loser, but you know what? There's nothing wrong with it.
Everybody's
It was
on it.
it was
Yeah.
new to me.
Yeah.
So, when you do something for the first
Right.
time, you're just like,
That's true.
this is strange.
Yes, that's true.
But
But everybody's on it.
yeah,
highly
everybody's
recommend
doing it.
it.
Everybody's doing it.
Everybody's doing it.
But don't become a compulsive dater.
Oh, all right. What's that?
Okay.
Hold on, Tonya. Tell us
Where,
about that.
there's the people that, again, they're going from every site. They always think they're going to find somebody better. They're going
Yes.
from one person to the next.
So they never
And they
commit.
never settle down. They never commit.
How do we avoid those snitches?
Hey, you really can't. No. I mean, you just have to live and learn and find out.
And go with your gut.
Go
and
with
always follow
your
your gut.
intuition.
Go
your
with your gut when you
intuition.
see the flags.
We fight our gut intuition, and for what reason? For what reason?
You're right. It's always telling you.
It's always telling
It's always
you.
guiding you, right?
When you
Connie?
get those sweaty palms,
course.
run for the hills.
Exactly. So, Tonya, where can people buy your book? Because we do love it.
Amazon.com. BarnesandNobles.com. I'm doing a book signing.
Yes.
Oh.
May 16th at Turn of the Corkscrew.
Rockville Center.
Books and Wine.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay,
Love Rockville
perfect.
Center.
So,
Yeah. So definitely check it out. Antonia, where else can they find you? Facebook, Instagram, anything?
ToniaDeCosimo.com. ToniaDeCosimo.com.
And Single and Not Settling, a journey of surviving the dating world. We all need this.
Make sure you go
Thank
buy
you. Everybody
the
needs
book.
this.
And don't forget, please subscribe to us on our YouTube channel and go like us on Facebook, Date Night with Connie and Chrissy. And we're going to be back next Friday
That's right.
for another awesome show. So thanks for watching, and you're watching the best show ever.
Happy Cinco de Mayo.
Happy Cinco.
Go grab this book while you're drinking tonight.
Patron,
Right.
Patron. Thank you.
Yeah.